everybody, this is David B69, and before we start today, I just wanted to show you a few moves that I made. I made a trade. I acquired Ryan Baricki and Jonathan Davis from the Blue Jays for Tehran and first baseman A.J. Reed. And I also traded Vince Velasquez away for a closer, Luis Calderon. I also signed Yasiel Puig to a 3-year, $20 million contract, and signed Jordan Balazovic to a 1-year, $110,000 contract. So, also made some roster moves to make this stuff work. Jonathan Davis has been moved to AAA. Puig is in majors, obviously. I released Guerrera. He was a D overall. There was no point in keeping him around. I put Blake Parker, closer, moved him down to AA. Luis Calderon, that was acquired in a trade. I moved him from the trade. He was moved to single A. I moved him to AAA because his overall is like really good. And Balazovic obviously is a major leaguer. And I also released Lee Brandt, and I moved Nick Pivetta to AAA. So, and this is everything all together. So, just basically wanted to make sure that was all well known. So now that we have that, we have a little bit different look to our pitching staff. I've got two guys that are in their upper 70s instead of in the low 70s. So it's like, because before we had three guys that were in their low 70s in my pitching rotation, and it just made everything like really, really hard to continually put out good starts. So I just got tired of it and said, we're not doing that anymore. I wanted some good, better play from our team. So, and our lineups really haven't changed. Just got a better bat and everything. And Yasiel Puig on the bench, so that's going to look better. Let's see here. Yeah, I'd rather have Walker as my DH. Versus lefties. Obviously, going to want to have Yasiel Puig as my DH. And yeah, everything else is fine. So we're gonna play. We're gonna play against the Marlins. Obviously, we have a 1-0 lead. So we have Baricki going. We'll look at his playing card. I mean, he's only played one year in the major so far. He has a sinker that goes 92 miles an hour, and his other three pitches are pretty much the same speed. It's going to be slightly challenging with him, but we'll see how it goes. He started 4 games. He's 0-2. But I think it's like his walk to strikeout ratio isn't that great. But I think I can do a little bit better with him than the CPU. The thing is, it's like he's only been able to go 6 innings, pretty much each start. So I'd like to get a little bit better from him. I think he'd be better with me and stuff. And I wanted to have a lefty starter on our team. How do I not have 4 valid lineups? That is 4 valid lineups. I don't. I don't get it a little bit. Sign him as a free agent.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Miami Marlins and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's Phillies baseball on the show next. Ryan Borucki, a southpaw from Illinois, gets the starting call in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy loves pitching at home. He's had a little bit of a rough go pitching on the road so far this season, but he's pitched really well in his home environment, and I'm sure he's glad and comfortable that he's pitching at home in this one. Hopefully, he can string together another strong home start.
Standing in, Jonathan Villar, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Chopper foul.
First pitch.
The windup and the 0-1 down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch.
Ooh, that was a nice pitch.
The temperature here at first pitch, a very seasonal 63 degrees this afternoon. Ground ball right side. Hoskins gathers it in, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game.
Batting second. The shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
So digging in now, Miguel Rojas. His batting average on the year down at the 240 mark entering play. First delivery to him on the way. There's the ball low. He misses with the changeup. Dan, D-Row, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
At the plate, Corey Dickerson, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Line down the left field line, but this will be foul. And Dickerson behind 0-2 now. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
Popped high in the air. Segura waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Miami down in order. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. Jordan Yamamoto gets the starting assignment for the Fish in this matchup. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
And there you see the leadoff man, Andrew McCutchen, as he'll start us out in the home first. A ball and no strikes. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, guys, yesterday's loss was a tough one. A one-run loss. Hopefully they were able to just acclimate themselves to the city, get a chance to hit the streets, maybe regroup a little bit, and show up today ready to go.
And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Harrison moving back on it. He's there and records the first out.
Batting second, the third baseman, Gene.
Now in the box, Gene Segura, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he wants to get that curveball down or he's going to get hurt.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Ramirez is there. 2 down.
Batting third, the right fielder.
Digging in, Bryce Harper, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch, and he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Harper swings and sends a ball well hit out to right. Right fielder looking up. And that one is gone.
There you go.
A solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb at the bottom of the first.
Just barely.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And that misses ball 1. One ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Skied into straightaway right. Ramirez will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But the Phillies strike first on this solo home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 1-0 Philadelphia. So stepping in, Jesus Aguilar. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
First baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
Here's the pitch. Aguilar is a highly regarded defender, especially as corner infielders go. Some guys at first or third are there because they can hit, but he takes a lot of pride in his defense, and as a result, it's definitely not uncommon for him to make an impact on the game with his glove. Got him.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location, because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
At the plate now, Jorge Alfaro. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Harper. He leaps, but he can't make the play, and it bangs off the wall. And he's in there at third with a one-out triple.
You've got to like the effort there from the right fielder. He gives chase and leaps, but just can't bring it down. Excellent backup from the center fielder, though, coming to help out. If he doesn't, that might have been an inside the Parker.
To the plate now, Harold Ramirez. He swings and grounds it to short. Gregorius has it, and not in time as the run scores. So a runner at first with one out now, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. From the stretch, here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Anderson, originally from the Sooner State of Oklahoma, he was selected in the 3rd round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
A bare hand for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of the second, all tied at 1-1. Here's Didi Gregorius. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie.
Shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. In tied at 93, ball one. The 1-0 is taken, strike one. A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius.
1 and 2.
The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Rolled slowly down the first baseline. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Batting 6th, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Into the box, JT Realmuto took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball that time.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Full count, 3-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Harrison is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. So next to the plate for the Phils, Roman Quinn. On the season, he's hitting just over 290 coming into action here. First delivery to him on the way. Right side. Scooped up. Throw over to Aguilar at first will take care of him to end the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We've played 2 full, all tied at 1-1.
Back now in Philadelphia, home of the Phillies, who've certainly benefited from some solid pitching all season long. Entering the day, they rank in the upper echelon of several pitching categories, and that doesn't go unnoticed around the clubhouse. One of the position players told me, our pitching staff has a calming influence on the entire team. We know they're going to keep us in games, and flat out, they just get the job done, and that helps everyone play more relaxed and confident. It appears this group of pitchers is a real cornerstone of this ball club, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Monte Harrison.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. In there, 1-1.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Lifted in the air out to center field. Quinn is there, and he has it for the first out. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race.
Yeah, I'm still in shock on this.
Into the box now, Jordan Yamamoto, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Pitch on the way.
Ball that's out.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. Jonathan Villar will be next. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up 2 down to begin the 3rd.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
So now to the plate, Jonathan Villar. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Now here's the pitch. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. 2 out, nobody on. High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
The 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Harper is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. After 2.5, it remains a 1-1 ball game. And in steps Scott Kingery. He also had 3 hits in the win last night.
The second baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. That misses. 2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
A little sad there was no
One out,
mention
nobody on.
of the trade to get him and stuff.
All even now, 2-2.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Dickerson's there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, the left fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. It was a fly out for him to start the home first. Now here's the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Oh, and that looked like the very definition of flailing there. It's even at 1.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We played 3 full. We're tied at 1. Digging in for his second at bat, Miguel Rojas.
The shortstop.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike 1. Sent on the ground out to second. Kingery's there. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The left fielder, number 23, Corey Dickerson.
So striding forward now, Corey Dickerson. He popped out in his first trip. Pitch on the way. Here's the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher, when you can't go one way when you pitch a guy in. He pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning to this season.
1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Dickerson, base runner at first with 1 out. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. So the runner stays at first here with 2 away, and that brings us to our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. Both guys pretty close, top speeds of 95 and 94. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center.
Ah, crap.
And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Dickerson rounds third and is digging for the plate. In to score is the runner from first.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. And that catches the outside edge. 1-1. 1-1. Here it is. Hit back up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the 4th coming up. 2-1 now, Miami. Coming to the plate now, Gene Segura. He flew out in his last at-bat.
The third baseman, Gene Segura.
Now the pitch. And that misses low and away, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
2-0 now. Segura, 30 years of age. He's a 9-year major league vet. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
Here it comes, the 3-0.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1. Fouled away. Segura stands at first with 1 out. Now a throw over, and the runner back in standing. Here it comes, 0-2. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. So a runner at first with 2 away. And here's the left-handed hitting shortstop, Didi Gregorius now. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Marlins 2 and the Phillies 1. Stepping into the box, Brian Anderson. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Up next for the Marlins, the center fielder,
So that'll bring in Monty Harrison next as he rips it on the ground to second. To second for one, on to first, and they get the double play.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Jordan Yamamoto. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Marlins down quietly as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Thank you, Heidi. Slow roller down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike two. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Harrison moving back on it. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The center fielder, number 24.
In now, Roman Quinn. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Ball one.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Ramirez is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone.
Up next to Philadelphia.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder Scott Kingery. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball one. This year against right-handed pitching, Kingery is below the Mendoza line, a batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. Just hung in there on that one.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. On the ground to third. He's got it. Throw over to Aguilar at first will take care of him to end the inning. Phillies down in order. Our score remains 2-1. Top half of the sixth about to get started, so the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jonathan Villar. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. 0-1 the count. Pitch on the way. Hit on the ground to third. Segura has it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting, shortstop.
Standing in, Miguel Rojas. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Right down the middle with a changeup, but not what he was looking for, taken for a strike. Here's a little chopper up the middle, fielded cleanly, and an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Scooped up, and the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. On to the bottom of inning number 6. The Marlins lead this one 2-1.
Yeah, his pitch count is really low, though, so I'm going to keep him in.
Stepping in, Ryan Barucki will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent today.
No doubt about that. Now, they've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher.
I feel differently.
And that's going to be high 2-2 now.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Swing and a little blooper to center.
There
And
you
that'll
go.
get down for a base hit. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had 1 in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that 1 hit.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Andrew McCutchen. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. In there for strike 1, 0-1. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. 1-1 to Andrew McCutchen.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Harrison is under it to make the play on the first out. 1 out for the Phils in their half of the 6th, and that'll bring in Gene Segura. He's set and the pitch.
1-1, no play.
A 1-0 delivery. And he'll take this one as well. It's now 2-0 to the Philly third baseman.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
I'm actually surprised they're pitching him.
First offering on its way. Lifted the other way out to left center. Harrison moving back on it. He gets there to make the play, but here comes the tying run from third. And he's safe. And the tying run is in to score from third.
Okay.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rhys Hoskins. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Harrison makes the catch, and the inning is over. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 7th inning coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Wackney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi?
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jesus Aguilar. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Kingery's there. On to first, and a big out to start the 7th. One gone.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Stepping up now, Jorge Alfaro. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Well, with that base hit, D-Row, he's 3/4 of the way to the cycle. The only one he needs now is the home run, and he should get another AB in this one.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. People are like to downplay the cycle a little bit. I'm a huge fan of it myself. If he can mix in this homer right here, not only hits for the cycle, but 4 knocks in the game.
And he'll reach first safely.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Row, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. One there. Throw to first is going to be offline, so they just get the 1 on the play.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
From the belt, kicks and deals. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's what makes you feel really good about yourself.
Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today. Marlins forced Adam Conley gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Last half of the 7th here, striding into the box, Didi Gregorius. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Like that pitch there, lefty-on-lefty matchup, curveball away to a lefty, smart pitch.
Hit sharply on the ground. He's got it, and there's 1 down now. Ready now, JT Realmuto. No hits to this point. He's set. Here it comes. No balls and a strike to count. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. And before the 0-1 pitch, he'll step out of the box and get his bearings a bit. And the pitch. Liner toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And now it'll rattle up against the wall.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. Into the box now, Roman Quinn, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Real Muto, the runner at second with 1 away. Popped him up. Alfaro moving to his left. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So coming to the plate, Scott Kingery. His career numbers with Adam Conley. He's got a 3 for 5 line. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Now a curveball misses inside.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at-bat.
Hit in the air out to center field. Harrison is there to make the catch, and they'll get out of this with the lead intact. So no run. Now at the plate, Jonathan Villar. He'll start us off in the 8th.
The second baseman, Jonathan Villar.
Joe Girardi's going to get up off the dugout bench and confer at home plate, so we'll likely see a double switch here. Adam Morgan will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Ronald Torreyes is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Popped him up. Hoskins in foul ground, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Morgan is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. Here's the 1-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Torreyes fields it cleanly, and that's the second out. Now batting, Corey Dickerson. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Changeup too low, and it's 1-0. Two and 0 now.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop. You better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
3-1 to the Marlins left fielder. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Swing, strike 2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1. So
and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Miami down in order, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Yimi Garcia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 93, Yimi Garcia.
Well, this is the guy I need to rough up.
Ronald Torreyes the next to bat. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Harrison is under it to make the play on the first out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Andrew McCutchen. Here comes the first pitch. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Chopped down the third baseline. Off the plate at 94, 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he takes ball 1. McCutchen, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Fly ball out toward left center field. Harrison will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. Smoked on the ground up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Oh, no, not deep enough.
Ramirez is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Striding in, Jesus Aguilar, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. 1-1 the count now. Here it comes. Lifted in the air out to center field. Quinn is right there, 1 down.
Up next for the Marlins.
Digging in and looking for more, Jorge Alfaro. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And that misses. 2-1. Line drive to center field. Quinn is there. 2 gone.
Now batting.
So striding in, Harold Ramirez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And that's in there for strike 1.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike 1.
Hard hit ball to second. And that is through into right field for a single.
Now batting. Third baseman.
In now, Brian Anderson. Swing and a liner. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Now batting.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and that'll bring Monte Harrison up to the plate. Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for ball 1.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
The 2-0 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins can't cash in here, and that ends the inning. Marlins strand a pair. They're up 3-2.
Okay. Our last
now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Drew Steckenrider is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
And batting in the 8th, number 71, Drew Steckenrider. Now playing center field.
All set for the bottom of the ninth. So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. He was a ground out victim last time up. First offering on its way. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Here's the 0-1. And it's fouled away. And another foul ball. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Lifetime versus this arm. He's 0 for 5. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here's the pitch.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 24, Roman Quinn.
Digging in the switch hitter, Roman Quinn. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And if you're wondering what's left on the Phillies bench, there you go. We'll see if one of them gets pressed into service here. Neil Walker will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 12, Neil Walker.
And he lays off there, 1-0. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Quick check on that tying run at first. Don't want to forget about it. Quinn, the runner at first with 2 gone. That's wide, 2-0.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Runner back standing. Hit hard on the ground to the right. It's flagged down deep in the hole. Throw to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Marlins will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
Sadly, we couldn't
think it's just another
do anything
win, but
today.
It's awfully
So
hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. Miami jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Jordan Yamamoto
just need
earns
to
the
perform
win.
better on offense. It's as simple as that. So we got our last day today and tomorrow. So stay tuned for tomorrow's episode.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Looking first at the NL East, Jorge Alfaro picked up 3 base knocks in the ballgame, helping the Marlins take care of the Phillies 3-2. The San Francisco Giants beat the Braves in Atlanta 5-4. Chris Bryant had a great day, driving in 5 on 3 hits as the Cubs defeated the Nats 7-2. The Milwaukee Brewers got 18 hits as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 12-7. The San Diego Padres picked up 14 hits in total as they got a road win against Arizona 6-3. Colton Wong was fantastic at the plate, collecting 5 hits, leading St. Louis to a win over the Rockies 11-4. The Los Angeles Dodgers held their opponent to just 2 hits as they sank the visiting Buccos 9-0. The Reds combined for a 4-hitter as they got the win in extras against the Bronx Bombers 5-1. Yandy Diaz was a clutch performer at the dish with 4 RBIs as Tampa Bay rolled past the Blue Jays 5-2. The Red Sox had 12 hits as a team as they pounded the Indians 8-1. The Rangers amassed 14 hits in the game as they got the extra innings win over the White Sox 6-5. The Kansas City Royals swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they walked off in extra innings against the O's 7-5. The Minnesota Twins grabbed 13 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Tigers 5-2. The Mariners put up 16 hits on the day as they defeated the A's in Oakland 7-2. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim picked up 14 hits in total as they stole the victory in extra innings over the Astros 5-4. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.
I feel really good about it. We're going to finish tomorrow. In tomorrow's episode, we're going to finish up against Miami. Then we got a day off. Then we got a 2-game series against Texas. This is going to be nice because that day off is going to help our pitching staff get a little rested and players get a little rested. We'll be able to have a good 2-game series against Texas, and before we start off on our road trip, because it's in Chicago, San Francisco, so it's 2-city tour, but it's still nice to get a nice rest right before a 6-game road trip. So until next time, this is David B69. I'm out. Thanks for watching.